Hi everyone, Steve here again from OpenBOM. Let's take a deeper dive into sharing your BOM. We dealt with a little bit in the first video. We're going to take a little deeper dive. So here is our drone bill of material, which you all shall remember. And let's think about how we might share this with some colleagues. Let's start with the share dialog. One simple but yet really powerful way to share an OpenBOM is to simply create a link that is shareable. So we're going to copy that link, and I can text or Slack or send that to any of my colleagues in any way that works well for me. So let's just assume for a moment that one of my colleagues has received that link, and we do some housekeeping here, and he or she simply opens it. This is what they will see. A nice representation of that bill of material. Of course, you can see all the UI is missing. It's obviously just simply read-only, but my colleague can browse through this, quote it, take a look at it. That's a very nice, powerful feature, and that is make share by link. Well, the second method, of course, we saw earlier was sharing directly with a colleague. And I've shared this here with Oleg at Newman Cloud. I can adjust his privileges. I can make him edit or read only. And I can share that with him. And that's sharing with a colleague. And that colleague receives the BOM, and based on their permissions, they'll either have edit or write access. And the third type, which we also touched on briefly, but I want to dive a little bit more into, is export. Export has a lot of options. There's a lot more features described in the documentation, but I want to just kind of go through a few of them. We looked at PDF in the first round. We can export to Excel or CSV, which is often used by ERPs. So let's look at an Excel, and we will export the current filter set. And let's go ahead and create an Excel. We are going to open that in Excel. And now you can do with that all the things that you, of course, may have done with your Excel in the past. So if you have other systems that need to read Excel, or vendors that rely on Excel, you can certainly send this to them. And again, you get a nice looking Excel document that you'd be proud to send out. Much better than you could create simply using Excel. So those are the three primary methods of sharing, and stick with us. We're going to go through a few other details here on the next video. Thanks.